so long, and I've just been putting it off. But I'm moving in 2 weeks, and I've been packing away all of my stuff, and I knew this was the perfect opportunity to collect all of the things that either have been collecting dust or put in a drawer, or things I just haven't touched in forever. So that's what I've done. I know that you saw the big old basket on the thumbnail. It is really heavy and loud, so I'm not gonna pick it up, but you probably saw we got a lot of things, and I don't want to waste any time. I'm gonna have 3 categories: keep and reintegrate back into my normal weekly usage, throw away because it's just so old, no one should be touching it, and give away to a friend who I think will use it more than me. So those are my 3 boxes that I will be organizing these products into. We have all kinds of products: face, lots of eyeshadow palettes, like Chloe skincare, liquid eyeshadows, just all types of makeup, basically everything but lipstick products, lipstick, lip gloss. If you missed that decluttering video, I will link it somewhere thereabouts. Let's jump right in. I'll pick up the first thing my eyes were drawn to, which is this concealer from Too Faced. It is the Born This Way concealer, multi-use sculpting concealer. I believe I got this in one of my last BoxyCharms right before I canceled my subscription, and I did use it for a while. I put it in this collection because I haven't looked at it in a while. Also, I don't really use concealer anymore. I have no concealer on my face at the moment, and I don't think I've used concealer since maybe December. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. I mean, okay, the product looks fully formed. It's not breaking up. There's no weird bubbles or colors. It smells like normal concealer. I feel like this is like a good, if I didn't want to use like foundation and I just wanted some touch up, I feel like I would use this on its own. Yeah, I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. I haven't opened it in a while, but it's looking pretty good. I'm just debating keeping it. Like I said, I haven't touched a concealer and I don't really see myself. However, there's so much product left in this, and I don't want to toss it out, so I'm gonna keep this. I did really enjoy using this one, guys. When I was using concealer, it was a good product for sure. Okay, starting off easy. Starting off very easy, I guess. Things I'm keeping, I'll put to the right. I don't know. Okay, next. I already know I'm getting rid of this. I hated this. I did not like it. I just kept it for aesthetic purposes. But now that I'm moving, I'm really decluttering everything in my life. I'm trying to cut down the makeup I have. My vanity currently takes up so much space, and I just want to minimize a bit. Anyways, so I kept this for visual purposes, but I'm gonna get rid of all that stuff now. I'm only gonna keep what I actually use. Also, like I said, I hated this product just because of the scent. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, but from the Jeffree Star collab. I got it way back when I supported him, which I don't anymore. And I love the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, but this strawberry scent was like gross. Like, so overwhelming for me. I did not enjoy it. I didn't like it at all. I mean, like, the packaging is so cute. The scent just killed it. I don't know, it felt like overly sugary. It just wasn't good. So, I'm going to be throwing this out. For sure. For sure. Okay, throw out will be all the way in the left. And I guess giveaway will be in the middle of me. Okay. You can hear those rummaging sounds. There's something so tingly, I think, when I watch videos about sounds that like happen off camera, like over to the side. I don't know, maybe just me. Okay. I have some colored mascara from Too Faced from Colourpop. From Colourpop. I used these a lot actually, and I really enjoyed them. I think it's really time to throw them out though. This is the BFF volumizing mascara, and like they were doing this like sale one day. This was like years ago, and they were like, I don't know, like $4 or $5. And I love putting colored mascara on the lower lashes, and so I got this really cool like teal color. It's called, is the name even on it? Nope, there's no name on it. Oh, just kidding. You're magical. You're magical. And I used it quite a bit, just for my lower lashes, like a fun pop of color. And honestly, I'm kind of sad that I let these get buried. I wish that I would have, kept them to the forefront of my collection, because I can still really see myself using a product like this. Like even on a look like today, where it's just a little bit of like brown winged liner and a pop of like shimmer in the corner, like a color underneath would have looked really cool. I think I actually have a second one somewhere in here. I should just show them both at once. Yep, I went super blue. This is more of a, I don't know, it's like a sky blue, like a pewtery sky blue, and it's called In the Wink of an Eye. In a wink of an eye. Yeah, these are so old. Ugh. I'm not putting these anywhere near my eyes. But I don't know, maybe next time I'm looking for a little splurge. I'll go pick some more of these. I don't know if Colourpop even does these anymore. I know there's other brands that do colored mascara. I'm thinking maybe a purpley or like a maroon. I think a maroon would look really cool. We have an iconic London product. I think this is going to be a keep unless it really doesn't look good. My one problem is I don't use illuminator products because I'm naturally oily skinned and it does not look good. It does not look good on me, but I so badly want to enjoy products like this. That sounds so cool. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, take a look for yourself. Take a look for yourself. I mean, oh, it still blends really beautifully. And there's just like that little patch of shininess. It's actually much thinner than I remember it to be. This is the shade Original, I believe. The iconic London Illuminator. I remember when this brand really came out onto the remember trying to use it once or twice, but I'm gonna try again because it still looks really good. And I bought it, so I want to use it. Maybe I'll just really go for it one day and put it underneath my makeup. I did do it once where I just put it like underneath my foundation on the high points of my face, like where I would put highlighter, and it wasn't too bad. So I can see myself doing that again. Okay, we have so many glitter eyeshadows. I went through a phase of glitter eyeshadows, specifically I think these are oh gosh, what brand is this? I'm blanking out. The Stila glitter eyeshadows. And I bought both a set of large ones and of mini ones. I'm trying to collect them all. There might be some more than this. We'll start with these mini ones. I use these a lot. Like, these Stila ones were iconic when they came out. I have a traditional gold one called Smoky Storm. Oh gosh, what even is that? A brownie one called Plum On. Just kidding. That's clearly supposed to be purple. Or it was purple. Oh, these are so old. These are straight going in the trash. We have Jezebel, which is like this pretty, like rose gold, and Pical, which is like a red, or like a burgundy type color. Yeah, these are all being thrown out. They're so crusty. They're so crusty. I did Also, I don't know, this felt like liquid lipstick packaging, which I guess isn't like the biggest deal, but I don't know, it just didn't excite me to use this. The shade was Pop the Bubbly, which was this like darker champagne, and then It's Lit, which is definitely like an orangey burnty kind of shade. Throwing out. Even if I did like the product, that is way too old. Way too old. Okay, I'm gonna try to wrap up these glitter eyeshadows. Okay, I had these two from Colourpop. Look at that. Look how weird that looks. These were the Supernova Shadow. I actually used this one a lot. Not as much as the Stila's, but I used it quite a bit. This was a harder shade to do. Even though it's softer in a lot of ways, I did a lot of pink looks back in the day. Really strong, blown out pink looks. And I just gravitated towards this one more. This is the shade Hazy, which, even though this was made years ago, kind of like lavender haze. It really is a lavender haze for all us Taylor Swift fans. And then this one was Ice Pop. Definitely throwing these out. I used them, not as much as I wish I had. Luckily with Colourpop, very affordable, so I don't feel as bad. Okay, let's do a different type of product. This is an illuminating stick from NYX. Called Lavender Lust. Another purpley item. Lavender Lust. Look how fun that is. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is still good. And it's quite, I don't know, nice. It's quite nice. I like that. I could see myself like maybe on bare skin, giving a little buff on my cheeks. And I have used this before. I think I just kind of forgot about this one. But not anymore. Okay, we have some more face products. We have this Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation, which I got in a boxy charm, and I already know that I'm throwing this out. But then we have this Pure 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer, which I am unsure about. Okay, so this was in a boxy charm, and it was just the absolute wrong shade for me. A little too light and a little too yellow undertone, neutral undertone. There's just something not it about it. Not it. Yeah. I'm very curious if I would have liked this if it was just a different tone. And you ask why I didn't immediately throw it away. I don't know. I just kind of set it in my case and like let it sit there. Time to throw this out. One of my biggest regrets when it comes to makeup is that I let myself have my BoxyCharm subscription for way too long. I ended up just having so much makeup that I never used. Almost so much that I even couldn't use it because it was so much. And I wish I would have stopped that subscription much sooner than I did, because it just feels like I have all this excess and I hate it. So I do regret that. Now that I'm thinking about this, I've had this for a long time. I'm just gonna toss it. I don't want to risk it. I don't think this is good anymore. I don't even want to see if it's good anymore. moisturizer. Very sheer and light. Very sheer and light. I like quite a few pure products, so that's why I picked this up. This wasn't from a BoxyCharm. I bought this one. I used it in the summer a little bit a few years ago, and then just kind of never grabbed it again. Okay. Throwing that out. We got 2 setting sprays, and I think I'm going to give both of these away because I've tested these recently and they're good, but they're just not meant for me. This is by Milk Makeup, and this is the Blur Spray, and this is by Ciate London, and it's the Everyday Vacay Spray. And it just doesn't, my skin really needs a mattifying spray these days, and it just didn't really do it for me. So I'm gonna give these to friends because these are basically full-size products. Ciate London makes one of my favorite translucent setting powders, by the way. Okay. Finally have some giveaway items. I really think I'll get a lot of giveaway items in the palettes. Okay, what are these? More glitter cream eyeshadow products. Way too many. This was another Ciate London, the Eyeliner Cream Shadow. And I liked this product, but y'all, that is a hard color to use. Such an icy, shiny white. I tried multiple times. Also, it was kind of like thin and watery. Yeah, it just wasn't the one. And I mean, obviously this is old, but it kind of like broke up in a weird way, even when it was like newer. I'm gonna toss this. I feel like a soft pink would have been really easy to use with this item. Okay, and then I got this Becca, and we got to toss her. We have to toss her. This mini Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight. I got it in this little like holiday duo with a actual like a powder highlighter, and I just wanted the highlighter more than really this. So this was kind of like it just came with it. Okay, we're tossing her. And then this was another BoxyCharm item. It was by a brand called Appeal, and it was this very like penny colored gold. And I used this a couple of times. This was easier for me, especially in the smoky eye like look category. It was great. Oh yeah, and I do remember it had a like little applicator like this, and you could kind of paint it on. Honestly, this is still looking pretty good. Maybe I'll keep this one. Wow, that's actually shocking. I don't know if I should be putting old products like this on my eye, but oh, it looks too good. I can't not keep it. Oopsie. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. I really hate having swatches of things on my hands. It makes my hands feel dirty. Okay, let's dive into some eyeshadow palettes. Okay, let's start with these old Colourpop palettes. These are a bit iconic for me, in my mind, for Colourpop. If I recall correctly, like these were their first versions of their like square palettes, these plastic ones, and they did a whole series of like color themed releases for these. And I went a little crazy for them. I bought almost all of them. did a couple of fun green looks. And honestly, I think I'm gonna keep this. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Maybe I'll do a green look for fun. I just remember having so much fun with these palettes. Like, having it all focused on one color just made it so much easier to do a look. And you didn't have decision paralysis. Like, you just chose the color you wanted and just chose from the 9 options. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Then we have this orange one called Soul. And I didn't like this one as much. I don't know, these shades just didn't call to me, and it just kind of felt blah, even though the colors are really pretty. I think just this tone of color, like the more reddy pinks, just wasn't my shade. It's not the type of look I go for. So I tried to use this, but didn't really enjoy it. And being that this is so old, I'm not going to give this to a friend. I'm just going to toss this one. Okay, and then maybe my favorite one, which is the Ooh La La pink one. These two right here. I just did so many looks, or just use these as eyeshadow on a daily basis. This was also really pretty. I touched into these two a little bit. I stayed away from that. That's a very vibrant pink. But these two right here, Poodle and Soft Core, such beautiful, blushy, neutrally pinks. Really pretty. I'm gonna keep this. Maybe more for sentimental reasons than actually using it, but I told you I had a pink eyeshadow look phase, and this was at the core of that. Okay. This is such a nice product. I think this is definitely going to be a giveaway item to a friend. This is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. Barely, like, not even touched. Not even touched. Why did I not use this? I think I got this. I know I got this in a boxy jar. And at that point, I already had my, like, go-to contouring items and just never opened this up. Oh my god, it smells like my chocolate Soleil bronzer, which I love. Also, I could never really use this color or that one, and these almost felt a little too cool toned for me. I don't know, and I never use like highlighting powders. I don't know, it didn't meet my needs or what I use in general, so I just never picked it up. And obviously, like, I would have never purchased this myself with that in mind, but I got it in a boxy jar. Again, another thing I just did not need. So I'm gonna give this to a friend. I don't think I ever used this, so this is in perfect condition. I do love the sounds it makes though. Okay, let's do my other contour palette. Oh, my beloved Shade Light by Kat Von D. This is my third purchase of the palette. I went through the palette 3 times, or 2.5 times. And this was before she was canceled. Long before she was canceled. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, that middle shade though, it's gone. She gone. Such a good palette. Like, so sad we canceled her because this product was so good. That middle banana powder, you can also replace this because the whole thing is magnetic, and I actually replaced that banana powder. I used to use it like all over my T-zone as an eyeshadow base underneath my eyes. It was so good. It was so good. I'm on the fence about throwing this away or keeping it. Obviously, I haven't touched it in a while, but I think I could use that again. At least the brightening powders. I won't replace anything in the palette. I won't be buying anything more, but I could probably use what is left. Okay, I'm gonna keep her. What an iconic thing. Okay. This was my first blush palette I ever purchased, and I loved this baby. This was by Tarte. And if they ever come back and release this again, I will buy it so fast. Fully empty, fully empty, fully empty, fully empty. I was obsessed. I am not a peachy person. I am not a strong pink person. That was too dark of a highlighter for me, and that was boring, and these were too dark. So I basically used up the only colors that could really work on my skin, but I'd still buy this palette all over again. Tarte blushes are so good. So good. And I've been holding on to this again for sentimental reasons. I also love the packaging, but it's time to let her go. It's time to throw her out. Okay, let's do a fast round of some mini products. Okay, this is a liquid shimmer eyeshadow, again with the shimmer eyeshadows by Lock. I don't even remember where I got this. Let's throw it out. And then we have these Tray Stick eyeshadow crayon. Not really my type of product. And it's a really dark brown. I will not be using that as an eyeshadow. I also don't know how long I've had this. We're throwing that out. And we have a brow pencil, which I might keep. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll keep that. And it's a shade I could definitely use. Okay, then we have this Milk Makeup Eye Pigment in this really pretty rosy goldy shade. I just don't know if it's still good. It's called After Party. After Party. After Party. Let's see, what does that look like? Oh, is it just, oh, she looks a little crusty. She looks a little, oh, I lied. Not crusty. That looks pretty good. Not crusty at all. Okay, we'll keep her. I'm glad. I want to use this. It hasn't been that long since I got this. Maybe 2 years or so. 2 years or so. it just dripped all over my leg. We need to throw these out. That was gross, guys. That was not fun. Not fun. Okay, originally I didn't want to make this into a part 1 and part 2, but I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to. We still have so much more to go through. This video is already quite a good length, and I do not have any more time to film today. Also, the tennis players have come out, and I really didn't want this video to have them in the background. So I'm gonna do the smart thing and stop it now. I hope you enjoyed it so far and that you're excited for part 2. The rest of the items are basically all eyeshadow and face palettes, so I hope you're excited. I hope you enjoy,